Quitting my job, moving abroad, and eventually ending up in Thailand has been the best major decision of my life.
What a slice of heaven.
But living abroad and having a life of freedom definitely comes with its challenges, and how you navigate these challenges is possibly the most important part of making the leap.
Oh man, it's a little bit earlier than I typically wake up, but what a morning. Couldn't let it go to waste. In this video, I wanted to talk about the struggles of finding your way when moving abroad. I know it's easy to think that moving here or coming here is the answer to all your problems, but it's what you do once you're here that really shapes your experience. Not a cloud in the sky today. Beautiful morning. It's supposed to be flooding this week, but it doesn't look like it yet. Man, I could not waste this day, waste this weather. Had to jump on the bike and go for a ride. So I've come to a place called Bangkok, and I'm going to show you somewhere really, really beautiful just near here. But first I wanted to take a little walk along this canal. I can't get over this weather, honestly. So I've gone through a few different phases since moving out here. 3 main phases really. The first stage for me was broken grinding. Basically, when I moved out here, I didn't come with a whole lot of money and I was on a mission to take off this YouTube channel and my business. So I was grinding, making videos every single day. I had no money. I was saving as much as I could and living a very basic kind of lifestyle here. The second one was finding success and earning money and not needing to work as hard and having more free time and being able to go out and do more socializing and do more things that I wasn't able to do before. This was a tricky one to navigate. And then the third is where I am now, basically. So as you can see, I live a very different lifestyle now. I'm out of the city center of Bangkok. I'm in a much quieter area. I'm earning great money these days. I've got a car, a bike. I'm in a long-term relationship. So much has changed for me over even just in the last year. Oh man, it's such a beautiful walk along here. So for me, when I first moved out here, the first stage of me living here, grinding and broke, that was the easiest in a sense that I had to work, I had to grind, I didn't have time, didn't have money for distractions. I couldn't go off the rails, it just wasn't an option, otherwise I'd screw it all up and have to go back home. Now this is something I've seen happen to many people over my time of living here. I've seen people come out and they aren't able to just knuckle down and focus, come out here in holiday mode or whatever. And that is a real challenge to avoid. I struggled with that myself when I first moved abroad to Korea, but I got it right when moving here to Thailand because I knew the importance of not making these mistakes and really knuckling down to set up for your future. It was the second phase for me that was by far the most challenging. So right now I'm going to take you out of here. I'm going to take you to this incredible lunch spot. I almost don't want to take you there. I don't want to share. I don't want anyone else to know this is my spot. It's actually not my spot, but it is amazing. So let's go grab some lunch and I'll show you this little slice of heaven. So this place is called Chai Samai, and check out the entrance as you walk in. This place is just so beautiful. It has to be one of the most beautiful cafes or restaurants in Bangkok. It's hard to even believe you're in Bangkok. I know we're on the outskirts, but I mean, look at this. Amazing. While I'm sitting here enjoying this mango smoothie, I'll talk to you about the second phase that I experienced in living here, because as I said, it was the most challenging, and that's when I started to earn some money. I started to have a bit more freedom. I didn't need to be on as much of a strict schedule, and this is when it really requires some self-control, and this is unfortunately where I've seen so many people go wrong, and it's falling into the traps of not going out and partying and drinking all the time. I've talked about this a bunch. I won't go into it too much, but I think it is really important to still have a plan. So for me, there were stages I was drinking often, frequently, and I was going out a lot, but I was just sort of celebrating the success, I guess. But you need to cap that at some point. Yes, it's great, celebrate the success, but at some point you need to pull it back in and get back to work or stay on track, because this is where people fall off the rails. This is where everything seems to go wrong for many, many people that live here. And ultimately what happens is, if you live this lifestyle for a long period of time, it just leads you down a terrible road. I'm gonna take a little wander around here. So something else that's really helped improve my day-to-day life is the mushroom supplements that I've been taking. So I've been taking fruiting body mushrooms for a few months now, and they're a local company based here in Thailand. And my go-to is lion's mane. This month there is an awesome special on lion's mane. They have a buy one, get one free offer, and you can even use my discount code on top of that. Lion's mane is amazing. It's something that's been used in Eastern medicine for centuries, and for me, the effects that it really has is it really helps with my concentration. I'm able to sit down and focus much better. I'm terrible. I have terrible focus, and the lion's mane is a game changer for that. Whether I'm sitting down on my computer or even if I'm out here coming up with story ideas. So check out Fruiting Body. There's a link down in the description to everything you need to know. The buy one, get one free offer is there. All the information is there. I take 2 of these every single day. Life-changing. Yes, what a lunch spot. Don't come here, this is my spot. It's actually not. I learned about it from Gary. Now it's my spot. The food here is great, and it's quite reasonably priced. You would think this would be like a touristy thing, it'd be quite expensive, but it's all local prices, which is amazing. So let me tell you about my third phase of me living here in Thailand, and you'll start to see where I'm going with all of this. So that is where I am now, and I'm very settled. I'm in a much better place. I've got a car, a bike, a girlfriend. I'm doing much more positive things. I'm spending a lot more time outside doing things like this and visiting really nice places, and a lot less time out at night partying and drinking and everything that comes along with that. And I think all these phases have been really important. It was important for me to grind at the beginning. It was important for me to celebrate that and have some fun. And then it was important to pull myself out of that and sort of settle down, calm down a little bit, and not head down that road that so many people do of drinking and partying and going out too much and that becoming your entire lifestyle. What's crazy to me is how much money I've saved from not going out, not drinking and doing all that. It's insane how much money you spend on a night out, and if you're doing it a couple of times a week or a few times a week, it really, really adds up. Oh man, that place is awesome. Don't come here, it's terrible. I mean, I'm just kidding. The weather is, can you see all that cloud coming in? We've still got some sun. Ooh, that's coming in thick and fast. When you live abroad, finding hobbies, positive activities and things you enjoy doing is by far the most important thing. For me, this is one of them. And then that brings me to this thing and how much fun I had with it. Not just riding it, but also playing with it and working on it as well. So I've been doing a lot to this thing lately. I'm having a lot of fun with it. Mostly having fun with it. There's been some swearing and some not so fun times, but I've changed the engine. I've now put a 144cc big bore kit on it and it rips. Also done things like upgraded the radiator and a few other little performance parts, but it's going really, really well. These days I get so much more joy from just playing with something like this. It's crazy. I used to spend so much money on going out and drinking and partying and stuff. So now to spend that money on this, it doesn't faze me at all. I actually really enjoy it. I like having my own space out here to be out here tinkering and playing with it. I'm doing things like I've been trying different spark plugs and seeing what I can get the most performance out of this thing. And I just really enjoy this whole time of being here, being at home, and being outside doing something positive and not drinking myself stupid till 6, 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. Oh my God. Here comes that flood again. Here comes that flood, I guess. Wow. I think this is settled in for the day. Thankfully, I now have this thing to get around in when it's raining. This hasn't come without its problems as well. I got a dodgy air conditioner switch at the moment. It keeps blowing fuses, but that's all good. I've got a new unit coming. It's super cheap to replace. And a new one should be here today, so hopefully I can get this fixed. Working on the car is actually something I do enjoy. It can be challenging sometimes and annoying sometimes, and there's also a lot of swearing involved with that. But when you do fix these little things, it's super rewarding. Okay, my new aircon unit has arrived. The sun is back out, apparently. Let's see if we can get this sorted. All right, here we go, moment of truth. Yes! Fixed it! Well, I found the culprit. It was this fucker. So, replace it. It was a $12 part, and now we're good to go. So, the point of all this video is I know a few people that are stuck in that second phase, and I know people that are struggling with mental health or with addiction and having problems from living here because Thailand isn't the answer to a lot of people's problems. It's also super easy to get sucked into this life of partying and going out all the time, and that turning into a lifestyle. So my advice for anyone wanting to come out here or make the move out here is to have a plan. And yes, definitely do the partying and going out thing, because that is a whole lot of fun here, but make sure that doesn't become your life. Come with a plan, be strict with a plan, and take care of yourself. That's the most important thing.